Hey everyone, Pie Nation here, and welcome to some more Final Fantasy 13. In the last episode, we continued up to this point where we had to keep battling the Guardian Corps. So right now we're still halfway through battling with the Guardian Corps. As you can see over here, there is, I think those are the last ones. Then we got a cutscene after that. So let's jump right into this, shall we? I'm gonna show this one, just because I don't think I've shown off this bike yet. By the way, why are we attacking the bike? We want to be attacking these guys, because the bike has really high defense, and we really don't need to be taking extra damage from these marksmen, sorry. Watchmen. Alright. So yeah. Just recently went to the store, got some food and energy drinks in me. I should be good. Keyword should. We're really low on health. So yeah, these next 4 days is definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to try and pump out as many recordings as I can. Because, well, to be honest, I'm ready to move on to the next game already. I've played through up to chapter 6. And I believe this has 12 chapters. Something like that, but I'm ready to move on. I do want to see the rest of this game, however, because I am really invested in the 13 series. Absolutely love mostly all Final Fantasies. But 13 I really do like, even though it does get a lot of flack, like I've mentioned. Did I mention? Because I'm not sure if that was in the data I lost. I was like on a huge rant talking about how everyone hates Final Fantasy 13, and I can sort of see why, but also not. Well, if I haven't said that, yeah, I'll nutshell it here. Basically, Final Fantasy 13 would be a good game if it wasn't a Final Fantasy game, because people just expect Final Fantasy games to be a certain way. 15's a good example of that. 15's actually a pretty decent game. I wouldn't say it's good. Well, yeah, it's good. But I wouldn't say it's amazing. And oh, this really did my head in. Okay, if you go to any review of Final Fantasy 15, ooh, this hurts your soul, okay? It just, you want to just die. I went on to the Steam reviews of it because I wanted to see the hype going on just before 15 released for PC, and all this other stuff, and I keep seeing a few threads talking about, oh crap, I didn't even switch back. Seeing a few threads going on about how 15 sucks because, get this, because it's not a turn-based game. Ooh, that hurts my soul just a tad. Okay, I get it, turn-based games are fun. Hell, I play a buttload of Shin Megami Tensei games. That's the third time I've mentioned that today. Damn it. Okay, anyways, I love turn-based games. Persona 5 really did it well, and I think if you are going to do a turn-based game, you should be taking notes from Persona 5, because ways to speed up turn-based games is hard. It really is, because it's turn-based. It's going to be slow. So what Persona 5 did was it button mapped each command to a different button. So instead of having to scroll through menus all the time, you press triangle to summon your persona, you press X to do basic attacks, you press circle to pull out. No, that was up on the D-pad, that's your gun. But you get my point. Each attack was button mapped specifically. I think circle was actually items. Hang on, there might be a cutscene here. I need to shut up for a second. I'll continue what I'm saying.
I have this feeling something bad's about to happen.
Because it probably is, Hope.
We're moving. What's going on?
Oh, actually.
This is it. Operation Nora.
Okay, here's the boss fight, and letting you know, we're probably gonna die here because I was actually meant to level up my Crystanium before doing this. So, let's...
Keep up with me, Hope.
Okay, and welcome back everyone. I am back up to the last point, and guess what? Yeah, it didn't take as long. We're nearly there again. Alrighty, so, definitely recommend leveling up your Crystanium. You should have a buttload of points. You should be able to max everything out at this point.
We got this under
Come on,
control.
get her up. We actually do have it under control this time. I, however, don't think we're going to get this second stagger off. And time, I don't... Oh, actually, I think we will. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, we can. I say we go all out. Just go straight and don't even worry about building up the stagger meter even further. Just take him out. See, look at that. We're already doing massive amounts of damage here. This will do it.
Operation Nora, Stage 1 complete.
You did well.
Alrighty, and hopefully this is where I think it is, and we are nearly done here, guys. We're about to move on to the next area, I believe. Yeah, we are. Looking good. So we're finally catching up, and we're going to see some new environments. Well, it's not new to me, I've already seen this area, but hey, there should be a cutscene up ahead.
That's it. Hallam Polum.
That's where you live, right? We'll stop in when we get there.
No. We're the sea now, and no one's there but my dad.
Hope. You need to let him know what happened.
Okay, time to hunt some lassie.
So what, we find him and that's that?
Don't get all hot and bothered.
Sarah, am I doing the right thing?
Stop him! Bring him down! Hold on!
Okay.
Jump!
Snow!
Sarah! Sarah! Sarah.
I went to the Foul Sea hoping to help her. But I was too late.
Ow!
I knew you were hard-headed, but
That was...
oh,
Ow!
snap to it. We're rolling out.
Yeah. Hunting sea, right?
This is our chance. Do not let the sea escape. Move out.
I will keep my promise, Lightning.
Fresh air. Nice.
So, where we headed?
Dunno.
You don't know? I thought you had somewhere in mind the way you took off.
I followed the smell.
What?
Smells nice. All naturey.
Just smells damp. And I think something bit me.
Hide!
Scott. Closest city that way is Palampolam. That is not good. I wonder if those two were caught in the net.
What do we do?
What do we do? Right now, what can we do?
Right. No choice. We run the other way.
Which would be to Nautilus.
As we set off, it was like he'd forgotten that I was still there.
And here we are, next chapter.
You want to get the Nautilus?
And we're seeing Vaneil and Sahz again. Sahz is still my favorite character so far.
Now there's a sight I didn't want to see.
Alright, so here's some Flaninators, I believe. What are they called?
No daydreaming now.
Flandragora. I can never pronounce these guys' name correctly. Either way, same thing as always, just different characters, really. I guess while we're at this, I can finish what I was saying from that boss fight. About how people are really dumb when it comes to Final Fantasy games. Half of the fan base is retarded, I'm sorry, that's the only way I can put it. Their logic is, if it's not turn-based, it's not a Final Fantasy game. And it does my head in, like, if you got an actual criticism of the game, yeah, cool, that is actually what is wanted when you're saying things like that, not just saying so dumb as a simple choice of different direction. You can't have the same thing throughout life and not get bored of it. Don't get me wrong, I love things like Final Fantasy 6, 7, 8, and 9, and a little bit of 10. 10 was definitely one of my favorites. But here's the thing that I find retarded. Everyone was knocking really hard on Final Fantasy 12, saying it's the worst thing in the world, blah blah blah. The attacking is really retarded, the battle system needs to die right now. And quite frankly, it's stupid because these same exact fans said the polar opposite when the remake came out. Well, I wouldn't say remake, more like an HD port. When the Zodiac Age, or whatever it's called, came out, it's still Final Fantasy 12, just updated. And everyone's saying, oh, it's a cult classic, everyone loved this. And it may sound really stupid right now, but that's probably what's going to happen to the 13 series. Like, it's almost heading that way now. Everyone's sort of like, oh yeah, actually 13 is kind of a cult classic. It's like, dude, you guys hated it. Why are you saying it's a cult classic? No one really liked 12 or 13 when it first came out. Even right now, 13 isn't really liked. And the main reason for a lot of these people is because of the battle system. And I get that that is a valid criticism, it really is, but not if it's just, oh, because it has to be turn-based, because that's what the other Final Fantasies are. It's almost like they forget that each numbered Final Fantasy is a completely different story. I expect there to be different things with a different number, to be honest. I really do. Like, sure, the PS1 age, so 7, 8, and 9 had the same battle system. It was an ATB turn-based game. And then you got 10 on the PS2 and 10-2, which just straight up went for turn-based. And then you got 12 and 13 that are just, you know, pure ATB action-based. Sure, it's still... To be honest, I would say that this is actually still Final Fantasy VII-esque. It's still wait till your turn. And a lot of people don't see the complexities in this battle system. I'm not really showing it off very well because I'm pretty dumb, and I forgot we aren't Hope and Lightning. But there is actually a proper way to use this battle system for everything to run smoothly, and I'm not sure if I even have the hang of it, but it's more complicated than people give it credit for. So back onto the top of 15, everyone was saying, oh, it's really dumb, there's no turn-based action and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, there's actually things that are wrong with 15, such as its story is plot hole filled. Like, it's almost like a minefield that's already been blown up. There's so many holes everywhere. And people don't think of, well, a lot of people do, but a lot of people also don't. They just say, ah, it's turn-based related. And what really does my head in with that too is that there is a turn-based mechanic to it. Just switch it to wait mode, okay? And man, that sounds really bad there. But anyways, just turn it to wait mode and it's turn-based. I don't like it in turn-based. I prefer the action-based because that's what the game was made for. And I'm pretty sure they only put wait mode in 15 just to shut the turn-based fanboys up. But as I was saying before, if you want to do turn-based, do it. I really love my turn-based games. But it needs to be updated like how Persona 5 updated its turn-based. It needs to still feel new and interactive. Because, like, people... I'm still skeptical of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I really am. I'm scared that they're gonna butcher it, and by the sounds of it, they might. And it's scary. It really is. Because I love Final Fantasy VII. And I probably will pre-order it. It sounds bad, but I probably will. Because I want to play it. But I'm scared they're gonna ruin it. And everyone's saying it's because they're switching it to action-based combat. That's not what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of them just butchering the story. I love the action combat better. To be honest, it looks like they're going to take 15's combat and extend it further in 7, so I'm happy with that. A lot of people won't be, and I get that. But I really, like, one comment that the creator said, oh, it gets under my skin. He said, the Final Fantasy VII story is untapped. And I'm like, what do you mean? Are you going to change everything we know? It's scary. It's scary. In a nutshell though, turn-based is good, but don't hate on Final Fantasy games just because it's not turn-based. There is actual valid criticisms of Final Fantasy 13 and 15 that can be brought out. Hell, my main concern with 13 is that half the story isn't in the game. If you want to know all the story, you have to read up on it, and I think I've actually touched upon that before. And yeah, sure, I'm not a huge fan of the hallways that you're only going forward half the game, but I guess it is what it is, but again, I do like this game. And that's just my opinion, really. And honestly, I would like to hear everyone else's opinion. Just try to keep things civil. I know it won't happen. It won't happen. I don't know why I'm even asking that. But I'll just say it. Try and keep things civil in the comments. It won't work. I know it won't. Either way though, let's just focus on this game because I keep talking about other games like Shin Megami Tensei and even Final Fantasy 15. I actually really like 15 though, it's really good. I do see its flaws though. But that's something that I'm gonna have to shut up on for the rest of this series because I'm not sure if I said this in the video yet, but my intention with these Let's Plays is also to do reviews. So when I finish a Let's Play, I want to do a review on the game, and you guys will see how my feelings change and how I've played the game from beginning to end. And that way, you guys can see my journey on how I came to that conclusion in my review, or for those who are just interested in the review, and they get interested also in how I came to that conclusion, they can watch the series, so it's pretty cool I guess, I don't know, it's just an idea I had. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out. So yeah, when Final Fantasy 15 is fully finished, like once the updates are stopped and the DLC is stopped, that's when I will Let's Play that game. For now though, I'm sticking to games that are already... Damn it! That are already out. This is scary, come on. I wish I had dual casting, this is really bad. Vaneil's below half. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh. Also, once I get a little bit further on in the game, I am gonna have to look up what everyone's ultimate gear is, just so I can show that off. I like to keep things 100% as possible, even if I haven't played past this point in the game. And I think after this fight I'm going to start cutting them, so I have shown all the fights so far and it's probably getting irritating. Ugh. Okay, healing time. Alright. I'm just glad though that we're finally in a new environment. I love the Sunlith waterscape. It's just so pretty, got waterfalls everywhere, got nice lush green places. I'm not a fan of the Flan family. Oh, normal Flans are pretty cute. But, oh, and then that really big boss, he's pretty cool. I'm not sure if he's in this game though, I think he's only in 13.2, I guess we'll find out. Hey, preemptive strike. Alright, now let's take these guys out. Alrighty, what's this item? Oh! I don't think they're stronger than what we have equipped. I think last time I got to this part, I actually didn't realize I picked those up. And I checked later on, and I don't think they're actually stronger. I'm not sure if we've seen these guys or not, so I'm just going to keep this fight in and cut the rest. But it's going to be nice to see weapon upgrades for everyone soon, because we've been using the same weapons for a while now. So yeah, that's kind of nice, I think. Wait, I think we have a double combat, don't we? No, we don't. One day we'll unlock double combat. One day. Wait. Did we have a double combat? No, we don't. Alright, I see some more gremlin things over here. They're probably protecting an item. Yeah, they are. So I'll see you guys after this fight. Alright, so yeah, those guys aren't really hard at all. That's why I thought we took them on before. I think we have taken them on before. Because they're pretty weak. We aren't even fighting the better version of them, and I think we've already fought the better version of them as well. I don't know. I haven't played this in a time. But anyways, there should be a cutscene up here, so I'll be quiet.
Hey, Sahz. Tell me about yourself.
Huh?
Any family?
I have a little boy.
Oh, so you're married?
I was, yeah.
We gotta get you home. Your son needs you. Come on, we'll make it.
It's too late.
Is it the Lassie thing?
How'd you...
You might be a Lassie, but you're still a daddy.
You're right.
So, what's his name?
Dodge.
Hey, Dad.
Making a wish, huh? What'd you wish for?
Well, you're never happy. You never smile. So here's what I wished. I wish that you'd cheer up and be like your old self again.
How about that?
Whoa.
Your wish came true.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, it's my turn to wish.
What for, Dad?
That's my little secret.
Sahz,
Huh?
you all right?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Pops. You've really got to keep it together, okay? Now, let's go.
Now I got kids looking out for me. Some dad I am.
You're still a good dad, Sahz. Don't worry. You good. Just because you're a dad doesn't mean you know everything. Anyways, continuing forward, and I'm ignoring you say this part.
Would you look at that view?
Hang on, I need to try and get the drop on this guy. I got this. Okay, now this is gonna be a really interesting battle. These guys have high defense until you stagger them. Okay, and the best way to take them on is by getting your preemptive strike. Of course, that's the best way to do it. See, now he's super weak. So we're gonna try and hammer into him as much as possible because these guys are actually pretty damn resilient. And oh crap, we're gonna need to level up. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. This is scary. I'll be right back. I ain't gonna waste any time. Okay, in the Crystanium, we're gonna try and max everyone out as much as possible. So this is gonna be interesting. Again, as like I said before, you want to level up the 3 first roles your characters get, as that stupid controller. that is what they're going to be specializing in. And it will take less XP to use these first 3 roles than it will to level up other roles. So, although they will in time get every role, they're going to specialize in these 3 roles. Just like that. This is definitely gonna be interesting. Okay, we can't quite max that out. That's okay. Alright, so what about you, Sahz? Let's get your commando way up. Definitely. Alright, Ravenger. Cool! And how far can we take your synergist? Not very far. Oh well. Don't mind about synergist so much right now, although it would actually be nice to use in these fights. So let's get this done, hopefully right this time. So let's see what happens. Do we have a double Ravenger? We do. Let's get that up. Okay, this is still gonna be... Okay, it's still gonna take a little while. That's alright. That's alright. We can do this. Okay, now let's get the buffing done. Okay, so Saber and Synergist is my buffing and debuffing role. I would also like for someone to either be on commando or healing in this set, but we've only got 2 characters right now, so we're gonna have to put up with it. Let's get these heals going. Sahz! Tide Turner. Let's get this going. Deprotect. Also, I'm so dumb. I forgot. This is what I was testing out last time when I was playing this game. It's best to do your debuffing when your enemies are staggered, as you were pretty much guaranteed to get your status effects off. So let's try staggering him. And since this fight's going to take a while, I will not be showing the other fights of these people. Unless it's absolutely necessary. I just want to show these guys off, just because they're new enemies and they're kind of interesting. They're actually one of my favourite enemies in this game, other than the behemoths. Alrighty, so I'll show you guys what I mean about the buffing and debuffing thing in the stagger moment, as that's the best time to put these buffs and debuffs on. So I'll show you in just a sec. We're nearly there. There we go. So now we're going to switch to Tide Turner for this, and we're going to get these buffs and debuffs on. You'll notice that I will get my debuffs on him every time. See, we've got poisoning on him. Now we're going to get our D-Shell on. And now we're going to get our D-Protect. Just like that. And then we can go back to Slash and Burning. It's as simple as that. See, now we're doing loads of damage now. Ooh! Ooh, that was scary. Just like that. And you see the stats effects will still continue even though he's not staggered anymore, so he will still be taking that poison damage, and it's gonna help out tremendously. A lot of people don't realize how awesome poisoning is on your enemies in RPGs. I love poisoning. Anything that does tick damage is amazing, really. Okay, so with that, I will be taking all these guys out stealthily, and I'll be cutting them, so I'll see you guys in just a sec. Alrighty, next. Oh shoot, that was being dangerous. I forgot you have to go around them. Okay, did he see me? No, he didn't. Cool.
No nows, no challenge, we take it in the scenery.
Alrighty, sorry, I was just trying to figure out my controller there because the A button's still bugged. Anyways, I think that's all of them. There is an item here. Let's grab that. Is there more down here? There is. Oh, actually, there's more, but they're with other groups of enemies. But for now, it looks like some goblins. So, I am actually going to end this episode off here as my recording's at 1 hour and 11 minutes. So, in the next episode of Final Fantasy 13. Wow, that's actually really cool. Wait, are we on Cocoon? I think we are. Yeah, we are, of course. Duh, we're on Cocoon. You can actually see the planet above us there. That is cool. Oh god, that is cool. Anyways, on the next episode of Final Fantasy 13, we will be continuing forward on our journey and seeing what awaits us next. I'll see you guys then.